Hello my beautiful friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having the greatest day in anticipation of Amazon Prime Day. I wanted to share with you guys some of my favorites that we have ordered from Amazon for kitchen and bath today. I went through my order history all the way back to 2017 to make sure I didn't leave anything out. I did not collect everything from around the house because our air fryer is pretty big and I didn't feel like moving it, so I'll just pop pictures up here and I will link everything down below as well. I would love for you guys to also leave in the comments section your favorite Amazon finds for these categories as well. So let's jump right into it. The very first one is our air fryer. We eat relatively healthy, and one of our absolute favorite things, well, one of Eric's absolute favorite things for me to make are our no carb chicken fingers or chicken parm. We use pork rinds instead of like panko breading or whatever kind of breading, and you literally can't even taste the difference. I make it for our friends all the time. Everyone loves it. It's so good, and we use our air fryer to make it. We use our air fryer for crab cakes. The one that we have has a whole bunch of different functions. You can use a rotisserie basket. You can use a rotisserie for a chicken. You can use it for so many different things. We really just use it for a couple different things. We definitely don't utilize it for as much as it's built for, but it's awesome. It has a really big capacity. This is literally our third air fryer because we use it so often. We kept having to upgrade them because they just weren't big enough. This one is awesome. We use it literally at least once a week. I love it. The next one is our Sous Vide. This is not something we use very often, but if you love to cook, and that's, I will preface, I love to cook. So a lot of what I don't have a lot of food stuff on here on this list, but I love kitchen gadgets and I love finding new ways to cook things. The sous vide is, I believe, a French style cooking method, and it's just this bin that you put food in, and we have a vacuum sealer as well, which I should have put on this list. I'll touch on that too because I forgot we did have that. I think Eric ordered it, which is why it wasn't on my list. Anyways, the sous vide, it just basically cooks it in a water bath, and this unit just attaches on the side of this bin and it circulates like warm water, and you can cook it for hours. We really have only used it for steak, but you can use it for any type of meat. You can put seasonings in the bag when you air seal it, or what's the word called? Vacuum seal rather. And it just breaks down all the connective tissue. It is literally the most tender meat you could eat. It's so good. We don't use it that often because we don't always have like 3 to 4 hours to let something go like that. But if you are a fan of cooking and you want to try something different, this is something that you would love. I know I haven't tried this yet, but a lot of people will make egg bites in there as well, like the Starbucks knockoff version. So that's a good idea as well. I'm gonna have to try that. The meter. We cook a lot of meat in this house. We have a regular grill, we have a smoker, we cook meat all the time. I shouldn't say we. Eric cooks the meat. I typically cook everything else. I am a weirdo when it comes to meat. I'm afraid it's not cooked all the way through. So the meter has saved me time and time again. It is a Wi-Fi enabled meat thermometer, and it's awesome. It has a magnet on the little case. We stick it right to our oven, and it allows you to monitor whatever you're cooking so that when it reaches the right internal temp, you know when it's done and you don't overdo it like I typically would. So this I actually bought for Eric for Christmas. And for what it is, I thought it was pretty expensive. When I bought it, it was, I think, $99. And I'm like, for a meat thermometer, that seems like a little steep. But honestly, we use it so much. It's so worth it. Like, I'm talking, we smoke briskets, ribs, whole chickens. Like, we use it all the time. So if you are a big meat cooker, I would say it's definitely worth the investment. We use it a lot. So I was really happy with that purchase in the long run. My compost bin. So I have a compost bin in the back corner of our yard. I love to garden, I love to plant. My 2-year-old son loves to help me do that stuff, and I wanted to make my own like nutrient-rich soil for compost for our plants. And we eat a ton of eggs and fruits and vegetables, and I have so much waste from that. So I did get a compost bin, which I'll actually link that as well. My mother-in-law actually bought it for me, but she did get it on Amazon, and I love that. It's awesome. So I'll link that down below too, and this is what it looks like. But then the compost bin that I have in our kitchen just holds all of your food scraps until you're ready to go and take it out. On the lid, it does have a filter, so it doesn't allow fruit flies to develop or get in or out. And it also helps with like the smell. I use this all the time. Like as I am prepping food, it is sitting right next to my cutting board, and then as it gets full, I just walk it out to the backyard, dump it, rinse it out, wash it, start all over again. So if you're into that kind of stuff, it definitely helps, especially if you don't maybe fill up a bin like in one day, if you need like carryover for the next morning for your eggshells or whatever. It's a really simple thing, but it's just made things a little bit easier in the kitchen. Next up, we have parchment paper sheets. Now I stumbled upon these while I do glitter tumblers, and I found someone else using them for their glitter for when they're pouring. It falls in the sheet and then you use that to put it back in the container. And I tell you what, I don't use parchment paper often when I'm cooking, but it makes it so much easier having these sheets already laid out than taking it off the roll. It always curls, you gotta flip it up, then you're trying to put stuff on the tray and it's moving around on you. Like, these just fit and they're not curling. And again, it's something that seems like unnecessary, but if you are a big cook or even for craft supplies and you use glitter often, they work really, really well. The Smart soap dispenser. Love this for the kitchen. Eric bought it for me and all of his family members for Christmas. And it seems like something that's like not necessary, but when you're in the kitchen and you cook a lot, like if you're handling raw meat or bacon, I never really thought of it, but like you touch all of this stuff and then you have to go like touch your soap dispenser to get it on your hand. And then like the raw meat juice is just on there. Like who washes the top of their soap dispenser, right? So it didn't seem like a necessary thing, but then I started thinking about it. I'm like, that's absolutely disgusting. So this one, it recharges just with a USB cable. And it lasts a really, really long time. We've had it since Christmas. It's July tomorrow. We've had to charge it once and we use it a lot. So that we really like, and it holds quite a bit of soap too. So as silly as it seems, it really makes a lot of sense once you think why you would need to use something like that. And then last but not least, for the kitchen, I did include this in my organization video too, but I am all for organizing the refrigerator, organizing the cabinets. There's so much stuff in the kitchen, it needs to be organized. Everything, especially like in the spice cabinet or your refrigerator, all the stuff gets pushed all the way in the back and then you don't remember you have it, you wind up buying more or it expires. It's just insane. So the first one I really love is the egg dispenser / holder, whatever you want to call it. We have 2 of them. I have one for white eggs and one for brown eggs. We prefer different eggs in our house, and it just makes it so much easier to just be able to pluck 1 or 2 eggs out as you need them, as opposed to taking the whole carton out, having to move something else. It's just, again, it seems really silly, but like in the day-to-day, I love it. These little bins for produce, when I come home from grocery shopping, I prep all of my produce and I put them in the bins. It allows you to see them. They don't get buried in the produce drawer, and then you have the lettuce that has to be thrown out week and week again because you just forgot it was there or it was buried under something else. And then it has like humidity control on the top. There's a little slat with holes, and depending on what you have in there, you can open or close it depending on how much air circulation you want. And Lazy Susans. I love a Lazy Susan. I have one in my fridge for condiments. It is awesome because again, you need that one condiment that's always in the back. it's just annoying. So I have it right on my top shelf and it spins and it's wonderful and you can see everything that's there. We have one in the pantry that has dividers in it. I love Lazy Susans with dividers in it. I have a couple of them in my pantry actually. One for Xavier, our 2-year-old son, with all of his snacks in it, little bars, fruit snacks, whatever it is. Then it's on a shelf low enough where he can just go in there himself and grab whatever snack he wants. And then I have one for our bars, Eric's beef jerky, like little like grab and go items. And then I do also have one in our spice cabinet as well. I do have a regular spice rack, which I'll link here as well, which again, makes things so much easier when you're trying to look for that spice that's you don't use that often, and it's like all the way in the back corner. And then I have another like Lazy Susan for spices as well. Like what they're like all hot pepper flakes. It was like a big sampler pack that Eric got, and he uses them often, so it's nice to just have them all lined up and you can spin it around. I'm all about organization in the kitchen, within my whole home really, but it really helps not letting food go bad, expire, or just forgetting that you have it and wastefully buying more. So that is it for kitchen. And for the bathroom, I only have a few things for this because I literally could have 12 different categories for it. The very first one, and it's not something that you really think you need, but it makes things so much easier, is this bamboo bathtub tray. I ordered this when I redid our bathroom in the master, and I do love taking baths. And whenever I do take baths, I watch YouTube on my phone or my iPad, and I have a drink, whether it's tea, whether it's a glass of wine, just Gatorade, like whatever it is. And then I have to like try to put it places and not get my hands wet, and it's like a whole thing. And this bamboo tray just solves all those problems. So I do really like it. It comes in this natural color and it comes in white as well. And I use it quite often. So again, not something you think you need, but it makes things a little bit easier if you do have it. This toilet paper holder. When I redid our bathroom, I needed a storage option for our toilet paper, just for excess. Our toilet is in like its own room, so I didn't want the toilet paper to be in the linen closet outside of like the toilet room. So on the website on Common Goods, which I love all of their unique quirky items that they have, I find really great gifts on there. I found this cloud formation toilet roll holder, and I told Eric, I need to have this in our house. I don't care what bathroom it goes in. I think it's super cute and like whimsical, and it's just like a quirky, fun thing. But it was like $150. And I'm like, I'm not spending $150. As much as I love it, I cannot justify spending that to hold paper that you wipe your ass with. I just can't do it. So scrolling through Amazon, good old trusty Amazon, I found this. Now, is the quality a little bit different? Absolutely. You definitely get what you pay for, but it does the same thing. It looks cute. No one sees that bathroom anyways. And it keeps the toilet paper off the ground. I do not love the idea of the toilet paper holders like on the ground that have like the little stack, because it gets dusty and hair, and I don't know, it just grosses me out. So the fact that it's in our toilet room, up on the wall, away from the floor, it's exactly what I needed. And these two are for storage. So our bathroom, our master bath shower, it's just a big walk-in. And the tile on the walls are not shiny tiles like a lot of bathrooms have. They're just like a matte finish ceramic tile, porcelain, whatever they are. I could not get like shelving units, like regular suction cups, to stay on this tile. I don't know what it was. I don't know. It had to have been the material or something. And it was really annoying to have to like bend down to grab all of our shower products. Again, it seems like such a stupid problem to have, but then like the water collects under there, and then the floor doesn't dry out, and then it gets gross, and it becomes this whole thing. Until I found these. The back, there's not a suction cup. It's like a huge rectangular sticker. We've had them up for well over a year now, and I have a lot of products on mine. They've never fallen. They've never shifted. They've never moved. They're awesome. I kind of want to get another one one because mine is so full right now. Like things are falling off of it because I keep stacking like little pods of stuff. They work so well. I'm so happy with them. It again was just something like so stupid and so trivial, but like just made our day-to-day so much easier. And then last but not least for storage, and this can go for any under the sink option, are these storage bins. I have them in both mine and Eric's. We have separate vanities and they go under the sink. It just makes it look so much more aesthetically pleasing. And again, the drawers pull out so you can see what is in the back. So like my hair products are in one, my brushes and hot tools are in the other. Then I have like extra makeup and lipsticks and my sanitary items, self-tanner, like it's all in there. And then I can just pull the drawers out and see what I need. Again, organization is key, especially in the bathroom, because there's so many different products that need to be contained in their own little zones. And then again, everything has a place where it can then go back to and you're not looking for it, you know, at some other time. So that is it. I love all these things. Again, in the comments down below, leave me your favorite kitchen and bath items. I would love to check them out and give them a try myself. I just love new things. I love things that make my life easier, organization, like I'm all for it. So if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps support my channel. And if you have not subscribed, please do so because I plan on doing these much more often in the future. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We will see you in the next one. Bye.